Dr. William Dunn. An author, entrepreneur, professor, and veteran, Dr. Dunn is the founder of the Dunn Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing food and community resources to underserved communities in Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles. He has written 3 inspirational books and traveled the world as a motivational speaker. He has also appeared on NBC News, Roland Martin's Black Star Network, and the Washington Times for his community work and commitment to helping others. And he was recently honored with the Joseph Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award for his service and foundation work. Dr. Dunn holds a bachelor's degree from Longwood University and a master's degree from the University of Maryland University College. And I am particularly proud to say that he earned his doctoral degree in educational leadership from Capella University. Dr. Dunn is excited to share his message with you today, so please give a warm welcome to one of our own, Dr. William Dunn.
When I say it's not about how you start, you gotta say it's how you finish. It's not about how you start? Wait a minute. If you're excited to graduate, you know how much work you put in to graduate. When I say it's not about how you start, it's how you finish, I want you to shake this house down right now. It's not about how you start. That's what I'm talking about right there. Wow, it's good. It's good to be here. I want to thank Dr. St. Germain. I want to thank the Board of Trustees for inviting me to come out here and say a few words for this joyous occasion. I mean, each one of you should feel good about where you are right now. You know, I want to give a special shout out to Deb Shears and faculty for Capella, who, was part of working out these logistics to make sure that we can come out. So I'm excited for each one of you all. I also want to give a special shout out, and I want y'all to help me, to all the parents, the siblings, the grandparents, the uncles. Come on there, y'all gotta give a round of applause. The aunts, the cousins, the friends, those who showed that support when you needed it. You gotta let them know, And then last but not least, I need everybody to give me a real joyous. I'm talking about a shout out to the 2024 Capella graduates. Let's make some noise for them right now. Super proud of each one of you for this educational task of accomplishment that you've been able to do. Enjoy this. This is something that you've accomplished, something that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Remember, it's not about how you start. See, that concept is a concept not just in sports, right? For my sports fans out here, we talk about that when you playing sports, like in baseball and football. You 3 quarters and 4 quarters in football and 2 halves in basketball, 10 innings in baseball. You could be losing the first 3 quarters, but it's the 4th quarter that matters. It's the amount of work that you put in. Each one of you have put in that work, and you should be proud of yourself. Each one of you, I want you to remember your journey. Remember how you started. Remember them long study hours. Who remembers those long study hours? They must not have been that long. Remember the homework assignments that you didn't know if you can get accomplished. Remember the tests that you weren't quite sure how well you did. Remember you weren't sure if you should be working or putting extra work in. Remember when you were doing work for school at work. Now I know some of y'all weren't supposed to be doing that. But this is a part of your journey, right? Working on those papers and, working while you were on vacation and sacrificing and missing parties because you had to study. Remember that. That's a transferable skill that you should take in your life about starting and finishing. You're going to use that same energy and that same drive that used to get you through this point to graduate, and let that be a reminder that it ain't nothing that you can't get through. It ain't nothing that you can't get through. You know, there's a famous author that some of you all may not know. His name is Dr. William Dunn, who reminds his children every single day to always live your life to be bigger than the issue. And that you don't have to chase degrees, but learning is for everyone. So degrees might not be for everyone, but learning is. But for you all, this is your milestone. This is a transferable skill when you have challenges that you didn't think you would get through, even in your personal life. You can be able to use that same energy knowing that it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. Don't ever forget your journey. It's your story. Each one of you are the author of your story. Each one of you have your own personal challenges that you've had in your life, but you made it through. And being able to sit here today, knowing how much work you put in, how good it feels right now to know that when you walk across this stage, you're going to have that diploma. You can't do nothing but celebrate. And the people around you as well can celebrate. So I want each one of you to remember that you are now starting a new journey. This is now the start of your new quarter of life. Some of you all are going to go in the workplace. Some of you all may continue your education. Just remember how you move through that freshman year, that sophomore year, that junior year, that senior year, and now you here. Because it's not about how you start. You know, the world is waiting on your talents. Each one of you. We're all waiting on your talents. We can't wait to see what's next. Now, I'm a professor and I tell my students that, you know, obviously outside of doing work, I got one rule. When you graduate, I need to get an invite to the graduation party. Now, I know there's a whole lot of y'all in here, but I want to hear about the graduation party. I want you to celebrate it. Don't get distracted by the challenges in your life. I mean, stand up every single day knowing too, man, I can get through it. I got through it, and I'm going to get through it. Each of you have already made it through the challenges in your life, and you've already shown perseverance. You have already overcome the obstacles, because it's not about how you start. Now I want to leave you all with a few words. The words that I live by. I still tell them to my kids. Live your life not to impress, but to be impressive. See, when you live your life to impress, you trying to live like somebody else. But when you live your life to be impressive, you living like yourself. Each one of you are impressive. And to this Capella class of 2024, I know you're excited. You should be excited. And I want you to know right now, you're impressive. You always have been, and you always will be. Now, in closing, I want to celebrate you, because I know some of you all have had different journeys. So I'm going to ask you to do this, and I'm going to ask everybody to also celebrate with me. So if you're a graduate, that's the first person in your college to graduate, stand up. If you're a graduate, that's the first person, man, that's a single parent, stand up. If you're a graduate, that's a wife, that's a husband. If you're over the age of 18, if you're a grandma, if you're an uncle, if you're an active duty soldier, if you're an immigrant, if you're over 50 years old, I want you to stand up and make some noise. And I want each one of you right now to let everybody know that you're here and you've accomplished something, and that it's not about how you start. Thank you, thank you, thank
you. Dr. Dunn, on behalf of everyone at Capella, thank you for your inspiring and thoughtful address. Please accept this gift as a small token of our gratitude. All right, everyone.